Good afternoon. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 20th of October. Now I am here with Sprocket. He's worn out as usual. He's had a bone, been out in the garden. Sophie's in another room, collapsed. And I brought a surprise for you all today. If you are new, please subscribe as well. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. And of course, comment down below. I brought a special surprise. Sprocket was hoping. Yes, a bubble bill. We've had some laughs this week about some of these leaders coming across as ice creams after Biden and his ice cream event. I don't know if any of you guys have seen those about Biden eating ice creams and sniffing hair and following ice cream trucks. So it came up in my reading the other day, but that's what do they call him? A bubble bill. He's got a bubblegum nose. So I thought it was kind of funny. I had to buy them today just to share that with you. Sprocket's hoping that he'll get some. Nice. I'll come back to that. So we talked about them, all these global leaders being ice creams the other day. So I had to just show it to you because I thought sometimes these are the visuals that I get. And a lot of us were giggling at a turdo on a stick. Anyway, let's get started and we'll see what comes up. God, I'm getting Germany's being taken over. Oh, it's getting taken over by these really powerful, it's saying men. It's showing me like men in black suits. It's got that like men in black energy. It's kind of, it's that matrixy men in black. That's the image I'm getting for Germany. They're being really taken over now. Oh God, I hope those people can fight back in Germany. But they're really getting hit hard in Germany. Oh, and it's the quote I'm getting is the fight back begins in Germany. There's been a lot going on. I've had Germany for like, I reckon the last month, haven't I, guys? So now I'm getting the men in black suits. It's like the takeover. And if you think about it, men in black suits is kind of that, how would you describe it? It's like by stealth, but not by stealth. Like not a lot is said, but there's this, oh, it's just an image, isn't it? It reminds you of the Matrix, just people in suits who just don't sort of speak. They're very expressionless and they just come in and take over. That's the image I'm getting for Germany. God, I hope it's not. And I hope that people can really fight back on this. But I do feel kind of getting that UN-y kind of energy. Anyway, we'll just move on. I am getting that for Germany though. Big takeovers. Oh my God. Okay, let's see where else we go. Oh, they're showing me Australia. I'm getting a bit of Australia lately. We're getting pinned onto the map. We are really getting put on the map around this agenda now. Australia is right up there. We've got it all going on here. Isn't it exciting? Not. So I'm getting Australia's getting put on the map. We might be moving really forward with this reset, the order of the reset, because we're kind of being put onto the world stage again, and probably not for the reasons that we want to be on this channel, but I am getting that we're getting put on the global stage. We're right up there now with the renewable, obviously, agenda. And like I said to you, we've had this in this morning's video, I talked a lot about all the hacking that's going on. There's a lot going on. So we sort of know here, and as you guys know, the next stage is digital IDs. We know it's coming, credit scoring, the whole thing. Anyway, Australia's on the move and we're climbing that ladder of success. That's the leaders, not us. Sorry guys, I'm just going to shut this window because my door keeps banging and it's distracting me. Yeah, the global leaders are climbing that ladder of success. We know they love it. Even Elbow does. Oh, my goodness. So that's what I'm getting for Australia. Oh, we're right up there. Great. We've always been just a little behind Canada, but we're getting up there with yous now. Let's see. Yeah, and the guides are saying this is the big race against time. It's like they've got the time clock on now, and this is what they're showing me of these global leaders. It's like, you know, you get someone with the stopwatch and they press the button and it's the time. It's all moving and shaking really fast now. That's what I'm getting, this sped up energy of all the agenda. But I'm getting the time. Again, it's giving me that quote, time is money, time is money, time is money. We know that's how they think because it's about money and power. It's not about the little people and the peasants. It's all about time is money, time is money. And I'm getting that globally. This is for anyone who's unfortunately getting hit with this reset, which is nearly everybody. It's the old stopwatch. They're looking at the time. We've got to get this rolled out. That's why we're getting so many dates all the time. They keep bringing things forward and then going, oh, we've got to do this by 2025. And it's just doing everybody's heads in. I think it's even doing their heads in, but they're all about money is power. I mean, money is power. Time is money. Time is money. Oh, my God, sickening, isn't it? Now, they're showing me these global elites, and these are the real high up people who are way behind in the background. It's showing me them opening their wallets. These are the puppet masters, I call them, because they're always a bit unknown. We don't know exactly who they are. They're opening their wallets, and they've just got wads of cash. Like, we're talking wads of cash. Because I'm guessing a lot of these underhanded deals keep going on. We always talk about the corruption, but you can't do that with your swipe card, can you? You can't say, here, I'll give you a bonus and I'll give you a few grand here, you know, and I'll put it on my credit card, because that would leave a tracking and tracing history, wouldn't it? So I'm guessing that a lot of these big puppet masters and people in the background are still using their cash, and they've got wads of it. It's saying they keep printing out the green, is it the greenback? What do you call that dollar in America? I think it's greenback, isn't it? Well, whatever it is, they're printing like tons of that. There's no shortage of cash for the elites. We didn't think of all that, did we? How they're going to do their underhanded. Maybe that's why all the casinos here keep getting fined, because the dollar keeps getting exchanged in the casinos. I'm sure about that. We just had another casino here got some crazy $100 million fine or something for just, what do you call those really wealthy people were coming in. It was all these things going on anyway, dodgy basically. So it never really ends, does it? So I'm getting shown these wads of cash in the back, way in the background, and I mean way back in the background, because this is not surface level stuff that we're dealing with, as we know here on my channel. So much corruption, and it runs really deep, and this has been going for a long time. Now, things have like been buried from the past. That's what the guides are saying, and we've all known that here. Let's see where else we go today. Getting London again. I got it this morning. I've had it for a while now for obvious reasons, but I'm just getting that outcrying of the people. They're showing me again that people are just reaching up with their arms going, why are you doing this to us? So you've got to remember, they're not in the mass psychosis for everything else. And that's what I'm getting. They're looking at their government. Why are you taking us down? What are you doing? You're mucking us around. You promised you would decrease everything and we'd be better off. And now we're worse off. Everything's basically going to shit. And you're not helping us. You're not giving us that helping hand, because as we know, they want you to go and hit rock bottom. Then they'll lend you their helping hand to save you. So they're not going to help you in the meantime while they're trying to collapse everything. We know that, but see, these people don't know that. So that's why I'm getting that outcrying. People reaching up, looking for their government for help. Got to remember that the government's been steering these people for 3 years, not us. If you're on my channel, we haven't been getting steered. We've got our own steering wheel. And that's what, I've just got to let Sophie in. Hang on one sec. Soph. My dogs. Quick, come on, we're doing a video. Come. It's okay. Oh my goodness. My dogs. Come on, sit down. Quick, up on the bed. Sorry guys, you know what my dogs are like? High maintenance rescue dogs, but I do love them. God love her. She's got to be with us all the time. Sorry about the interruption, guys. We'll see if there's something else. Hang on a sec. Hard to get your train of thought back. Hang on, I've got to have a sip of tea. It's dry. I'm getting this, that people are coming around. And when they're saying to me people are coming around, what they mean is people are coming around to the ideas of the conspiracies. I've talked a little bit here about people are starting to realise some of these conspiracies are coming true, because they are. But they're starting to see that now, a lot of these people waking up, and they're coming around to the idea that, hang on a minute, this is actually starting to make sense to me. Now what they're actually saying there is that, God, they don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. We know that. I was talking about that the other day. They don't want to be put in the same category as us, and seen as a weirdo and a tin hat, a flat earth, or whatever you want to call us. But they are starting to realise that this is adding up, because they're starting to join the dots. I talk about that a lot, and they're starting to come around that some of this is coming true. Probably not the jab, I always say that, but a lot of the other stuff. And like I say to you a lot, people work in these industries. People know what the truth is. So that can't really be hidden. If you're working in a renewables industry, you kind of know, and you're perhaps an electrician, or you work on the power lines, these kind of things, work on the gas lines. People kind of are questioning a lot of things now, and not just these areas, you know. So many areas, but this is what I'm saying. People are starting to come around to our way of thinking, which is very different, we know. Hang on a sec, let's see where else we go today. I'm still getting Sweden and France, Switzerland, Norway, and we know Germany. You're just copying things really hard. You are. And that could even be in the coming months that you're going to be copying all this, but it is, everything's starting to turn around. Everyone's life is taking a huge shift. And look, it's mostly in these regions because they're pushing it so hard. But the people are starting to sort of, apart from fighting back, but they're doing the trials with the people. So they're trying to see how the people react. And I don't think it's going to be good. And then everywhere else is getting pushed as well, but just not at the pace that you guys are with the whole, you know, I would say digital IDs, renewables. They're the two things they're kind of focusing on mostly at the moment. We know there's going to be other stuff to come. We know there is. But at the moment, they realised they couldn't hit everyone with everything, so they've had to just scale it down a little to the main things that they've sort of got back to doing things in an order. I think I talked about that before. They realised that if they can sort of get things to collapse and take people down economically, then that's when they can start to introduce, like I said, all their platters of wonderful packages to save everybody. And they sort of had to get a little bit more focused on what was going to work with the people, because as we know, they don't want anyone else waking up. Our blob movement, I often talk about here on my channel, has already grown to the point that they're really trying to squash. We know here on my channel they're trying to squash the algorithms. Gosh, you can hardly post anything now. You guys are always commenting that your comments are being taken off. Gosh, 14 disappeared the other day. And these are the triggers. They obviously, I'm very careful what words I actually put into my description for my video to go up, because I don't like the algorithms. I tend to do more like psychic stuff and things like that are a little bit general. But if you put, like, for example, B Gates, F, all these names, BlackRock, things that trigger them, they just take you down lower in the algorithms. We can see on my channel even, like, I've got quite a few subscribers, but my views don't kind of equal the subscribers, because I don't think they even pop it up as people's subscription people aren't even probably getting popped up in people's faces anymore. So unless you dig in and find that person's video, I reckon half the time you're not even getting it. I'll see if there's something else to close with today. Hang on a minute. And they're saying that the stakes are really high for these government leaders. Like, the stakes are high. Well, apparently, and this is what the guides are saying, we know they're really competitive and they're really push and all wanting to be at the top. And like I said, Australia's getting up there, and we know Jacinda is in New Zealand, and you know, it's all kind of happening. But the stakes are really high. Apparently, the monetary stakes and the advantages to being on top of your game are quite huge. We know there's always kickbacks. Look at Dan Andrews in Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world, in Victoria, here in Australia. Well, I don't even doubt that he would have got, you know what he would have got? He would have got the bonus, which was, yes, I'm thinking, and Trudeau was up there too, the Moderna factories. They probably earned them by being the most locked down and proving to Klaus that they can actually, you know, win the race. And so, you know, you do have to wonder, but the stakes are really high. It's saying the outcomes sort of the financial gain is huge. And it may not all be just money, but it's about the power and what you're sort of bringing to the world. And we talk a lot about here about the commodities. We talk about China. We know China is doing all the sneaky work, buying everything and, you know, taking over slowly. Just an example is China. We know that's happening. So this is what it is. It's about who's got what, who can offer what, and who's got the commodities to exchange. We know that's where the power grab is going at the moment. It's who's got the resources, who's got the commodities, I keep saying, and who's got that investment power. This is what it's coming back to. So that's what the stakes are about. The stakes are high. So if you haven't got anything to trade, and this is around renewables and, you know, might be the car chips, all these kind of things, then you can have a bit of control. So that's what I'm getting. The stakes for these leaders is very high. Because without without power, you just have nothing. We've got nothing to offer. I'll just see if there's something else to close with. Hang on a minute. God, they just keep saying that. They keep saying these leaders will get taken down. I kept saying there's a couple of them that are going to, like, get taken down. Liz Truss could have even been one of them. She's been a real patsy, I think, in all of this. I reckon they used her, sadly for her sake. She was a fool, that woman, a silly, silly fool. I keep saying it. She fell for their nonsense and garbage, and now they can just backflip and just toss it to the side. This is how they work. And there might be even another one or two that happens to. So I am getting that some of these leaders, they will get taken down. Oh, we just love if anyone gets taken down. Unfortunately, Liz Truss was only in for 5 minutes pretty much, and then, you know, we need Biden taken down, don't we? Because this is just getting crazy. I don't know how you guys in America are even coping with Biden. I can't cope at all. All right, hang on, let me see if there's something else to close with today. Speaking of ice creams, Biden and his ice cream. I'll have another bite of my Buffalo Bill. They're actually really delicious. I'm making you all really hungry out there now. Hang on a sec. God, I'm getting that song, speaking of Biden. I'm getting that song again, Bye Bye Miss American Pie. I think what the guides are just saying is, he's got to go bye-byes. He's got to go. Like, bye-bye Miss American Pie. It's time for Biden to go. Something has to be done. This is getting beyond stupidity now. I think you've got a lot going on over there, but I do. I'm envisage sorry, change coming for you guys over there. I mean, this is it's an absolute joke, isn't it, that this has even been happening for this long. He certainly doesn't have the support of the public, we know that. But then I guess it comes back to how fair are these elections and all the voting again. We know, well, do we know? Last time it all seemed a little bit dodgy and rigged, didn't it? But we've still got the circus show as well of Trump in the background, high-fiving everyone, showing me him high-fiving people. And oh my God, the backlash of everything. It just goes on, doesn't it? Hang on a sec. God, they're showing me poor old Biden being wheeled out in a wheelchair with a blanket on into an old age home. That's sad, isn't it? Yep, take care of the elderly, get your jab and everything, and then we'll just wheel old Biden back into the home with the checked sort of blanket over his knees. This is just ridiculous garbage, isn't it? So he's either getting wheeled off into the home, or they've got the body double coming on and doing it all now. I think, look, I pretty much sometimes I question, are there two of them? I sometimes think there is, because there's one that talks really upright and is very confident, but then there's the other one that just mumbles and fumbles and sniffs hair and eats ice creams. And I'm going to leave you on that note today. I'm going to go and enjoy my Buffalo Bill. I've got to go and pick my daughter up from school. So I'm going to get going. Take care. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. It's got my dogs. Subscribe as well. Comment down below. And that's bye from Sprocket. Say goodbye. Oh, I've got to hold his hand, you know that I do. And bye from Sophie, who's scratching with her grass allergy. Oh my God, my dogs. Sorry, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. The curtains make joy.